fit, Clint? You back for Wednesday night?
Trained today, so put myself in there. Hopefully, put myself in the squad, and we'll see what happens with the decision that Graham wants to go. Hopefully, I can get in there.
What have you made of the performances in the last couple of games then?
Yeah, I think it's not been great. Obviously, I played half an hour of the Dundee game. I think that was a poor performance overall. I think we all accept that. Obviously, didn't travel to Inverness, but seeing the clips, seeing the highlights, once again we've had the chances to win the game. I thought it was a better performance than Dundee. Unfortunately, the smaller margins are costing us at the moment.
With the greatest respect to Graham Murray, who's been put in a difficult position, is this team slightly rudderless until someone comes in permanently?
No, I don't think it's rudderless now. You know what I mean? As players, you're professional, and you've got a duty to go out there and perform. And I think it's important that, as a professional, and I've been in this game long enough, you've got to ignore the noise. All the noise that's outside of these four walls, you've got to ignore it. It's simple as that. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to criticise you and be against you and enjoy us going through a difficult patch. We've got to ignore all that noise and just concentrate on this team.
Would you reiterate what Lee Wallace said after the game on Friday night, that the sooner someone comes in on a permanent basis to take charge of the team until the end of the season, the better? Of
course, yeah, of course. Like you said there, you need a figurehead. Graham's come in, like you said there, in a difficult position and been outstanding for us, to be honest with you. He's tried to keep us going, and training has been good and sharp, but unfortunately we haven't taken that into performances. But yeah, like you said there, sooner the better someone comes in, the better for the club.
You say that you've got to ignore the noise, but how easy is that to do when you hear so many people saying different things?
To be honest with you, I don't listen to you. Simple as that. I don't listen to, no offence to any of you, I don't listen to you. I'm not on Twitter, I don't watch the news or anything like that, so whatever you write about me doesn't even bother me one bit.
For some of the maybe the younger members of the squad that maybe haven't as much experience, do you sense for them that it's more difficult? Do they get caught up in what's going on?
I mean, it's an individual thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who watch the news or who go on Twitter or go social media, and it's up to them as individuals to acknowledge that and more importantly to ignore it. You know, I can only go on my past experiences, and if I did have any advice, it would just be ignore it all.
Clint, you said on the head coach, the managerial front, that the club needs a figurehead. Would that galvanise the dressing room? I think
if you look at history with clubs that have changed management, there's an instant reaction. There always is. You know, I mean, players might be out of the game or out the team for a certain amount of weeks. They get a fresh bit of life in them. You know what I mean? Thinking that they can get a chance to go back in the team. And obviously the manager will be looking at the players for reaction. So I think it would be, yeah, definitely. And like we said before, the sooner the better, really, for everybody.
And that would be also advantageous for the new guy as he builds for next season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far down the line that the club is with getting somebody in. I know there's been rumours of a director of football being appointed first, but other than that, I don't really know how far down the line they are with an appointment or what kind of structure they're going to go with. Is
it realistic to say third spot should be the target now?
It was always European, yeah. It was European qualification was one of the objectives this season. Unfortunately, we've let Aberdeen slip away from us a little bit. Still not over by any means. You know, I think we've still got to play them twice, hopefully, towards the end of the season. But European qualification was one of the main aims and objectives this season.
Would that still constitute a successful season?
With the current situation that the club's in and the situation it's been in for the last 5 years, then I think it would be, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, like I've said before, this club's built on success and winning things, and in any other circumstance, being third is not a success. But at the moment where the club is and the difficulties it's been in, I think a European spot would be counted as a success, yeah.
And how much of a danger is there of that European spot being at risk unless the club acts quickly by appointing, as you say, a figurehead?
I mean, it's always at risk, isn't it? I mean, you know what I mean? Every game you go to, there's a chance of teams picking up points against you. And unfortunately, it's getting a lot tighter now with the last 2 results we've had. Obviously, getting someone in, the sooner the better, would be great for us. You know what I mean? Simple as that. But European qualification is still something that we want, and still something that we hold in our hands. So we've got to react to the 2 disappointing results we've had.
Would you say that's a unanimous view in the dressing room?
Yeah, European qualification is the aim.
No, in terms of getting somebody in now.
Yeah, of course. Everybody wants somebody in. The sooner the better. I think probably not the only club looking for managers these days. You know, there's been quite a lot that's gone on. But yeah, the sooner the better for everybody with the club and everything.
Sorry, Clint. Have you played at a club where this director of football structure's been in place before?
I think towards the end of my career at QPR, Les Ferdinand came in and took up that position. So yeah, I've not been experienced in enough of how it goes or how it's dealt with, but I've had a brief encounter of it. Yeah.
Is it something that the players are? Did the playing squad get influenced by it at all? And did you notice any discernible difference when he came in there at all?
No. Listen, I don't think there's this conception about players getting, excited about a director of football coming in or anything. The main focus for a player is to perform. Simple as that. They shouldn't be even thinking about a director of football and how that's going to influence himself. It's all about doing your own personal standards every day and making sure that's right for the benefit of the team.
Sorry, and with the state of flux, I guess, that we've got at the moment, is it fair to say you don't know yet what you're going to be doing beyond the end of the season? You've not had any kind of communication in terms of...
No, I'm sure there's bigger and better things and more important things than looking at a 38-year-old's career.
Would that also bring clarity, though, on your future if a new guy comes in?
I'm honestly not concerned one bit. I've been in this situation for 6-7 years now, and it's gone right up towards 3 weeks until the beginning of a season where I found out. So it's not concerned me one bit at the moment. Like I said, there's bigger and better things that need sorting out of this club. And
you still feel good about your body a year,
I feel okay. Good's a hard word, but I feel okay. But we'll re-evaluate that at the end of the season and see how things are.
Clint, you said that you praised the job that Kate Murphy's done under difficult circumstances. How much of the players want to get that win for him?
Of course. You know what I mean? He's a great guy, and I've played against him. You know what I mean? So I know what kind of character he is and what he wants to bring to the team. And there's no one working harder at the moment than trying to source it out. But ultimately, it falls down to players. Players are the ones that cross the line and see the job out. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that the last few games.
I'm sure you've been in this situation before with caretaker managers that come in. How much does the playing squad have to then maybe take more responsibility on themselves, maybe the experienced guys in the squad as well, just to help the caretaker along? Yeah,
of course. At the end of the day, the players are the most important ones at the club. It's up to them to carry out the roles and responsibilities that coaches, managers, caretaker managers give you. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, we haven't managed to get over that line the last few games, but we're working hard to rectify that. And Wednesday's a big game for us, and we need to stand up and be firm.
Was that in the English Championship you played against him? What was he like?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He was a fierce character. You know what I mean? He was a right back as well. He was strong, he was aggressive, and he was one of them people you wanted in the trenches with you. So I can't speak highly of him.